The true story behind the gruesome murder of 15-year-old Cyril Obruche, allegedly shot dead by security operatives under the payroll of Presco Plc during peaceful protest by natives of Ovre-Eku Community in Ethiopia's local government area of Delta State, is one that has generated public attention, with government-elected officers wading in on the issue. It was on the 28th day of March 2022 when the residents of Ovre-Eku Community marched in a peaceful demonstration against Presco Plc that the unfortunate incident was said to have occurred. The history of tension and bad blood between Presco and host community Ovre-Eku Community has been well documented, with several court cases said to still be yet unresolved as the community and the company continues to be at loggerheads. There is now fresh report of fracas in the area as the entire town has been placed on a lockdown, with residents stuck in their homes for days without access to get supplies for their upkeep. When Rero TV visited the area, we caught up with the community youth as representative Mr. Believe Okemute gave Rero TV their own side of the story.
My name is Believe Okemute. I'm in the of this town, Eku. So since 3 to 4 days now, the Presco issue, when we say they go put the gate, when they block the road, when we say our mothers, they pass, they go farm. So as the information reach us as the youth of the community of Kuso, we were surprised. Then we are the women, we dance, we live, nothing else, no weapon, nothing peacefully to the gate. They should remove the gate before Yamopo come outside with gun, begin to shoot direct, without not even threatening, shoot up self direct. So the process when we say we take the run, so that process when they shoot the boy direct, thought was through in a heart, direct to the heart. So the boy call, as the boy fall, everybody come begin to run. So everybody come run before we got us okay. We know if you fight, we need government, make government call start for us, because this one our government fight, because we don't have weapon to fight Presco people. So Presco they oppress us.
So presently now, how when I tell they enter the village, and I tell they come out.
No way. Now
They enter the village again now.
Nobody they go. Nobody
Even our mothers said now. Even our mothers said they will the hungry. If we reach the market today now, the market they empty because there's no food something to eat safe. So we are suffering. The government come and intervene for us.
We also spoke to friend of the late Obruche, one Master Ovre-Eku, who narrated the scenes of the incident on that fateful day as he was with young Obruche.
My name now
Okay, waiting.
Okay, Agbo. I'm me with Obruche. They come back for our village on the 28th of March. Oh, they come, cause see women when they protest. They come, we don't pass the gate. They don't put gate give us, we don't pass finish. We can see the women that they protest, they come. Because they try give the shot so they make the fee pass. What I do here was a gunshot. Before I turn, my brother me and I work, we don't fall for ground, they shoot her. So the Presco police officer, now they shoot her. So we call all of us call run, we call run at our bush, we call hide. Some people hide, some people run grass. Me, I hide for the bush. The soccer people see hide for the bush, but only me hide for where I did. So when the everybody run finish, only one machine with one of our elderly man, like come. When he come, the machine will enter cause so as you just call that for the machine, you first see the dead body, call waka pass her. The machine I come park near the dead body. So call waka pass, I go meet the Presco police officer. Go
And
meet
they
them.
see them.
And they see them for where I put through. So we will they call talk about the thing and not hear her because I did far from them. I not hear what they talk. We got turn back. When they call in with two police officers, the two police officers now call raise the dead body, put for the machine where the guy enter call. As the carry come out, I go just pass through the bush, go way far from there for they not to see me. Bossard Road, I come pass the call as.
Although the young Obruche has been confirmed dead, his body is yet to be provided to the family, with his father, Mr. Cyril Obruche, calling on the government to intervene for his son's body to be brought to him for proper burial.
So Cyril Obruche by name. So just on the 28th of March. So this my small boy. He went to the village. He's just 15 years old.
Okay.
small boy SS2. So when they go that on Friday evening, he's supposed to come back that on Sunday evening because he will go school.
He go village.
He go village now for village now. If he and when she come from there, that on Monday or that on Sunday, so because he will go school on Monday, so they not finish for that side. He go early enter road that on Monday morning.
So how you cut a year?
Now my senior son when do really night come say make I see what did happen. I say are they near here and you went do really call me what did happen? I call my one of my senior brother when they call if now if they call them say see what did happen? No, say that they shoot the boy say even though say they carry my wife go hospital. So
So since you never see the boy, you never see the
I
cops, you
never
never
see
see
the dead
anything with
body
eye.
now safe. I never see her with my eye. Only thing now make the carry my pikin come give me make I see her.
The police don't come see you, any security or any government person don't reach across to you.
No, nobody never reach across to me. Only the local government chairman come that very day.
Come see you.
Not because see me.
Okay.
Nobody never come see me.
Which people you think say shoot?
It's Presco people shoot my pikin. Presco police shoot my pikin. Yes.
So what thing you want to make government do about this?
So, well, for my I want make government stand for the issue for me to get my pikin make Presco give my pikin not Presco give money when I take feed my pikin till when he reach till where I put till where he learn book reach till where he dey school reach or anything not Presco give me so which I don't know.
Oldest man in Ovre-Eku Community, Chief Joseph Okweku, is still pained at the ongoing events and told Rero TV of the struggle the community is having with Presco Plc, buttressing that they have been made to live like strangers in their homeland before calling on Delta State government to, as a matter of urgency, intervene before matters escalate beyond repair.
My names are Chief Joseph Ovre-Eku, AJP.
Okay, sir.
Position in the community. And I live in my residence here, Ovre-Eku's village, Ovre-Eku.
Okay. Your position, sir.
I'm the most senior man of Ovre-Eku. The Ovre-Eku issue has been a tedious one for a very long time now, over 25 years now. It's a place deforested by our forefathers and will be there for donkey years. You know, until states are changing hands. It created states upon states to meet us there. And it came to a time where exploration of oil started. And so people came around there and find that the place is suitable for planting of palm trees or so on. But they went through Edo government. People called the Presco came through Edo government, and they are trying to force us completely out of our inheritance from our parents. And they've done everything human possible to throw every one of us out. But till now, they are unable. The next choice now is to debar us from entering into the place. Some time ago, they arrested our people. Over 48 people were arrested. Both their bicycle, their telephones are still there. The community fought to raise money to release those people from detention. And not only that, the women who protested at that time, they used cane to cane them, seriously cane them, naked them all over the place. We cried out loudly to the entire world, but nothing is being done. Upon this, Delta State still continued trying to annex that our village called Ovre-Eku to Benin. But this is what we don't want. And we kept on shouting, it cannot happen, it cannot happen. But in any case, there are some black legs within us who are in support of them as well. And those people are making life difficult for us. The matter is still on the table of Delta State government today. They said it's a communal issue. You know, nothing was after somebody must have either been fed with money or whatever it is. They left the matter suspended, hanging. This is what is happening at the moment.
Okay, sir. How far have you gone into this issue? How far? I mean, what are the steps you've taken, sir?
Well, so far, the Delta State government at the time, they said they will cater for all the barristers, all the lawyers, all the judiciary, and all this rubbish. But they did not bother. Single-handedly have been handling the whole thing within the community, and it has cost me billions of naira. And I won't allow such a thing to happen for somebody to just come and continue to take my brother, my father's grave and everything like that. It's not done. Now, so far, we got a lawyer in the case who is on the land issue. And also we got a lawyer in this New Cross Petroleum case as well, And the one in the land case, I've tried, and each time the verdict is given to us, Presco will appeal, appeal, appeal. So they are still on appeal. So we are on appeal on that one. But the New Cross, nothing has been heard, would not be called to court one day.
Finally, we also had a chat with community activist Comrade Felix Okotie, who took us down memory lane with the documents of the legal battle that has soured the relationship between Presco Plc and the host Ovre-Eku Community.
My name is Felix Okotie. I've been a community activist, and I've been at the struggle for the liberation of these Ovre people for a very long time, for say about 6 years now. Actually, sometime in 2013, I stumbled into this issue of Edo Delta boundary, and then they had a complaint of our robots who are staying across the river Ethiopia, saying the Nojo of Orogo wrote a letter to them and describing their land, their ancestral home, as part of his kingdom. So then the issue started gradually. You see, after some time, they wrote the entire Eku community through the Ogwain Council. They wrote a letter to President Goodluck Jonathan to call the Onoje to order, pointing out that there's nowhere in our history where part of Eku or the Eku peoples have been under slavery under any Edo kingdom. And the Robos or the Eku people have been there. They buried their dead there. They have their shrine there. They have their church there. They have all their own natural institutions there from time immemorial. And it is strange to start hearing things like being under the control of Inoji, not even the boundary now. So actually what we discover is that the Benis are trying to use the Orion or Inoje, the traditional institution of the Inoje, to annex that area to themselves. But unfortunately for them, there's no Benin man there. There's no one Benin man staying there. So what they did was to have to plant a Benin man there. And primarily what we believe they are fighting for is the oil well there, nothing more. I think the Edo State government needed oil wells, and they feel the best way is to shift the boundary of Orogo down to the River Ethiopia. River Ethiopia is from Umutu down to Sapele. So there's no well-thinking person who sees River Ethiopia as a boundary mark. And the boundary mark is well spelled out at the then creation of Ethiopia. The instrument of creating Ethiopia actually spelled out the boundary line from the Benin River down to the Osiomo River through the Jackson line. which is very obvious there. So I don't know what the National Boundary Commission is still trying to spell out there. And what they are now doing is they have to now go and employ Presco in. The people never knew how Presco came in. They suddenly saw Presco one day bulldozing. Oh, it later comes to the know that some Benin chiefs have transacted their land with Presco. And the only Benin man in that place now is Presco. In order to consolidate on this malpractice, they have to find a way to shift the whole governing institution to the Benin. As I speak to you now, though some of our people are involved, but they have to originate leaders who are not known in the community, who are only representing them within Presco and themselves as deals. Are you getting? Why not the original inhabitants of the village, the original people from that place, don't even know what is happening? They have no documents they signed with them. They have no dealings with Presco. So, but all apart, the matter is already in court. It's just unfortunate that Presco is operating despite court orders. Are just floating court orders. They have no regard for court orders, or there is an order from court that parties should maintain status quo. So the community is in court with Presco. Presco, instead of respecting court orders, what they try to do first is to depopulate the place. They used many instruments. They brought in police, make up fictitious claims, made crumbs of allegations, mislead the most especially the police from Zone 5 and the Edo State Police Command to arrest leaders of the community unjustly, charge them to court for crump-up charges. When they feel the charge is not solid enough, they make up another charge just to see that they keep that person out of circulation while their bulldozing is going on. So they did this for a very long time until the Joint Task Force at Yenegua, the headquarters of Operation Delta Safe, was able to interfere and ask parties Presco to maintain status quo again. I think since then, they reduced bulldozing. So we are hearing that they are planning to bulldoze more again, but then they stopped bulldozing. And they started coming up with different laws that will inconvenience the inhabitants of the community so they will leave. So what they keep doing is to inconvenience them. Then sometimes they stop them from movement at times. Maybe you are sick, they are rushing you to the hospital from your house. You get to a point you cannot cross because the Presco security will deprive you, then they will stop you. If you want to go inside, they will stop you. If they look at you, they don't want you, they will tell you to go back. You cannot access your house that day. And so that you go back and lobby or beg them. So until it got to this point now that they said they brought a gate. When they saw the report to us that they've gated the place, we reported to the Delta State government. Painful and very painful. The response were very slow. But I don't blame Governor Ifeanyi Okowa. In the real sense, we have people from Ekwa in government, but I think they are misinforming him. Because if actually they've made him to understand the position of these people, how much people have become slaves in their own land, I know the governor would have acted. Because at the start of this crisis, the governor actually acted, set up committees. Gradually, we see these committees withering off. Sometimes they don't even talk about the matter anymore. Whoever is opposing, whoever just says a word, is sent to prison for a lengthy period of time. Before you come back, others are afraid they will not talk. Now look at where we have landed ourselves. It's unfortunate and very painful that this innocent boy died. The report we had that day shows that the young man went to the village and was coming back, and unfortunately, he was killed. It was, according to the report we had that day, it was not even part of the protest. And from the report I had, I accumulated that it shows that it was mainly women who were protesting, who were dancing with leaves. So, you see, we have come to a level in that community where the government has to come to the aid of the people so that they can live a normal life. You see, this is not the first record of death we're having since this crisis began. You see, it was 6th of April 2016, very early in the morning when we heard that Presco police attached to Presco, police from Edo State Police Command, they entered into Eku, went straight into the house of one Mr. Aturi, break into his house like they went into other houses, breaking into houses, because then what they were doing was mass arrest. They break into Mr. Turi's house, where the child was allegedly killed. 18 months old David Aturi was allegedly killed. And the next day, the corpse was taken to the police station. Till date, the matter was buried underground. No investigation, nothing was said about it. That was when we started realizing that there are some powerful Nigerians, powerful corrupt Nigerians helping Presco on this slave trade business. You see, all the people they were arresting, when they take you to those states, they charge you for one thing. They said a tractor was burned down. They burned down. No, but how will the people who are being guarded with heavy security men? How can civilians go to your den and burn your tractor without police shooting them down? Is it not ordinary movement? They kill somebody now. So what they do is that whenever they want to take over the place, they cook up a kind of fictitious allegation against the community. Then they use that as an yardstick to start arresting all the leaders of the community, whoever have voice, those in just to see that they weaken the people. Then they continue with their bulldozing and occupation of land.
As at the time of filing this report, all efforts made to get the Presco PLC side of the story was declined by the company representatives. My name is Rero Henry Akpos, and this is Rero TV. Thank you for watching.